The ghost that shouldn't be. The jump was perfect. The equations were flawless. Or so Daniel believed. The machine spat him out into 1998, an ordinary year, an ordinary street, an ordinary Tuesday morning. But from the moment his boots touched the wet asphalt, he knew something was wrong. The air felt thicker. Gravity tugged just slightly harder than he remembered. And the people were off, or was he? He tried walking into a café to get his bearings. A waitress moved past him with a tray of steaming mugs. Her eyes brushed over him like glass sliding over glass. There was no recognition, no human acknowledgement, just a confused look like she saw a ghost. Someone out of place. When he spoke, "Excuse me, what city is this?" She frowned faintly, glanced toward the door behind him, and then ignored him. By day 3, the pattern was undeniable. No one really saw him, or even wanted to. A man brushed past his shoulder on the pavement, but never turned. He bought a newspaper with some old cash he came with, yet the vendor seemed to forget him the moment he walked away, staring at the money like he had been cheated. When people spoke near him, their voices took on a strange, hushed tone as though their minds instinctively avoided wrapping around the idea of him. Once in a crowded diner, he caught fragments of a conversation. That man? Which man? The one who is not really here. Maybe he's a ghost. He turned sharply. "I'm right here." The two women speaking stared at their coffee cups like they had never said a word, like they never even heard his words. Day 7. It wasn't just people anymore. The world itself resisted him. It wanted him gone. Streetlights blinked out when he walked beneath them. Doors stuck only when he tried to open them, forbidding him to change anything. Radios crackled into static whenever he entered the room. It was as if reality was correcting itself, pushing him out of frame, but not back home to 2093. His time machine was gone, burned out in the jump, its stabilizers and time ram fried. He barely survived. He knew that where he was from, time travel was new and illegal. He had no way back. He wasn't supposed to exist here, and somehow the timeline knew. It knew that he was a foreign element to itself, like a parasite invading an organism. Day 12. He woke up choking on air that suddenly felt too thin. His nerves were burning out till he lost feeling. His skin itched constantly, his heartbeat irregular, his body rebelling in subtle ways he couldn't explain. His body seemed to dematerialize around too many people, especially when they seemed to mention him with short, abrupt sentences. His reflection in a shop window looked muted, as if he were fading from the edges inward. He himself was forgetting himself. People whispered now when they passed him. They didn't make eye contact, but he heard enough to understand. That's the one? Doesn't belong here. He's wrong. He needs to leave. Where does he belong, if anywhere? And yet when he turned, their faces were blank, expressions wiped clean like puppets pulled suddenly still. He was and wasn't here. Was he stuck between timelines? Day 19. Daniel wrote in his logbook, "I am a ghost in time. The timeline is rejecting me. My atoms scream to be somewhere else. It won't be long now. Either I vanish or it kills me. Why did I come here? I can't remember. What is my name? Was it John?" During the night, he experienced a dream of descending into a vast white expanse, where celestial bodies appeared distorted, resembling water surface disturbances. Upon waking, he discovered his footwear damp with morning dew, despite having been asleep within the confines of his ever-closing walls. Day 21. He didn't wake up. Or maybe he did. He left something here, an anomaly. He was sure of it. No one noticed when the thin man who didn't quite belong simply stopped being there. Some people who noticed him seemed to remember something almost. That individual was strange. Why did he come here? He's gone now. I felt haunted. The waitress in the cafe hummed to herself, refilling mugs, the song John liked. A newspaper vendor handed change to a customer without remembering why his float had a few extra notes yesterday, constantly pressing the button on his pen the way John used to at the bench, engrossed in his journal.